this text that I've selected for the day. It's 1 Corinthians 6:19 and 20. Or do you not know that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit who is in you, whom you have from God, and you are not your own? For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and your spirit, which the big five. Let's talk about those today. First, number one, water. Up to 70% of our body's water. It's a key to life. If we don't drink water, we cannot last very long. Other things out there, soda pops, alcohol, other things, other beverages, they're just not as good. Focus on drinking water. Drink water. Have your urine come out clear. Flush all those impurities out. It will help with digestion. It will help your physiology. So if you can get in the practice of drinking water, that's good. Water is also good for keeping clean. Helps keep all the germs and bugs off us. Remember, I've talked about nasal cleansing, soap and water, clearing out the bugs in your nose, clearing out some of the stuff that gets on our skin. Also, hydrotherapy, water therapy, hot and cold water, that can help as well. It changes your circulation. The big point is this. We talk about a lot of other things, but number one, don't forget water. And very important. Number two, don't forget to move. If you don't move your parts, they get stiff. Movement is very important. Some people call it exercise. It keeps the bones and the muscles, the circulation, everything running smooth. Also, when we move, we want to do it safely. We want to have a lot of stretching and getting those parts limber up as much as possible. Sitting at home and being occupied by cell phones and things like that, just not as good as movement for the body. And remember, we want to do these things, water and movement, to help lower the chance of chronic disease. Well, we know that people that move, less chance of fracturing a bone, do better with arthritis, better with circulation, better with venous insufficiency, better with infections. The list goes on, and that's a big picture item. Make sure you move. You don't have to be an athlete, but try to get in 10,000 steps a day, some light weight training, some movement. Make it a part of your life. See the big picture here. Number three, in the big picture, eat more plants, fruits, vegetables. These are good for you. Elephants, healthiest animals on earth. They eat lots of plants, they get outside, they drink lots of water, they move, they live in a community. They're very healthy. Other foods, the processed foods, the things that are at fast foods, the things we get that are wrapped up in can, just not as good. So if you can eat fresh, especially fresh fruits and vegetables, nuts and grains, that's a big picture item. Studies have shown that helps the blood pressure, that helps the bowels, lowers the risk of cancer, lowers inflammation in the body, lowers cholesterol in the body, less chance of developing cardiovascular disease. So these things are good. And the processed foods, the things that are rich in salt and fat, just not as good. That's number three. Number four, make sure you breathe. Taking deep breaths, get that good oxygen around you. Better yet, go outside, experiencing that fresh air. Staying inside all day, smelling all those fumes, all those vapes that we put in our body, even incense. None of that is as good as just being outside with fresh air. It's just not as good. Try to saturate your body with fresh, being outside. That's a good thing to do. That's number four on the big five. What about the fifth? Mental health. Mental health is a problem these days. So I think it's very important to be positive. Go to the scriptures. Remember, in all things, give thanks. Praise. See the good things. Even when bad things are happening, realize God might be using this to do something real special. So try to be positive about life. That will help your mental outlook. Remember, being positive is a lot better than being negative and being down and being scared and fearful and all the things that are existent in this world. Remember the big 5 today. Try to get some water every day. Move, eat plants, be outside, be positive. 5 things that you can do today. Other things that we do are just not as good. And when we do those things, guess what? We're going to lower the risk of chronic disease. We're going to take charge. We're going to not have to depend on modern medicine to treat the symptoms and not the cause. So I've given you 5 things that you can sort of see the big picture on. When you work on these, you don't think about it, but you're glorifying God. That's a great way to glorify God.